Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic science and technology for August month. Session will be quite interesting and important, students, so stay tuned with us till the end. Let's start. The first question is, identify the correct statement regarding the launch of NISAR satellite, that is NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar satellite from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. If we look at this, all these three options are rightly mentioned here. Next, name that INS, that is Indian Naval Ship, built by Garden Ridge Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, and it was received by Indian Navy in Kolkata, West Bengal, where the headquarters of this GRSE is. So, question asked is, name that Indian Naval Ship. What is the name of that Indian Naval Ship that was recently received here? This is important. It is INS Himgiri. INS Himgiri. Next, in July, which country launched an advanced Earth observation satellite using KZ-1A carrier rocket from Sichuan province of China? So this Earth observation satellite was of Pakistan, that was launched by China. Very important. Next is, in August, SpaceX, they have successfully launched the 11th operational astronaut mission for NASA to the International Space Station aboard using the Crew Dragon Endeavour spacecraft using Falcon 9 rocket to launch it. Which among the following was not a part of the astronaut crew here? Among the following, if we see, Thomas Pesquet was not a part of the crew here. Rest or four were the part of the crew. Next, here you can see Zena Cardman of NASA, Mike Finke of NASA, Kim Ya-yui of JAXA from Japan, and Oleg Plantov from Roscosmos of Russia. Next, identify the company that announced the launch of their first commercial satellite mission using Leap 1 using Falcon 9 rocket in the third quarter of 2025. So this Leap 1 we have discussed multiple times. It is of Dhruva Aerospace, right? And this is their first commercial satellite mission, Leap 1, that is launching expeditions for aspiring payloads 1. It was launched using the Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX. And this mission, it will host two Australian payloads, that is your Nexus 1 and OTR 2. Next, in August, where did ISRO inaugurated the Himalayan outpost for planetary exploration, that is HOPE analog mission that is designed to stimulate the Mars-like conditions? It is Ladakh, right? So where did ISRO inaugurated this Himalayan outpost for planetary exploration, that is HOPE analog mission that will stimulate the similar condition that of Mars, that will be beneficial for doing research and development and testing for future missions to Mars? It is Ladakh. Next, which company built the semi-automatic minefield marker named Mechanical Minefield Marking Equipment Mark II, formally inducted by Indian Army in August? It is your BEML Limited, that is Bharat Earth Movers Limited. Next, in August, which company successfully conducted the first static test of Kalam 1200 solid rocket motor, the first stage of the Vikram 1 launch vehicle in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh? It is Skyroot Aerospace Private Limited. Right, this tech marks the significant step in the development of Vikram 1 that is built by Skyroot Aerospace. Next is, consortium led by which of the following has been selected by InSpace to design, build and operate India's first fully indigenous commercial Earth observation satellite constellation under public-private model? See, what is this constellation? When there is a satellite moving around the Earth in the low Earth orbit in a particular format or in a particular design, right? So this is the constellation. So it is Pixel Space India, right? This consortium led by which of the following that has been selected by InSpace? It is Pixel Space India. And similar type of constellation is also being built by Starlink, that will be providing internet connection. And this consortium of, or this constellation, it is for Earth observation satellites, right? This constellation by Pixel Space India. Then next is name the weather and climate monitoring satellite which has been launched by Ariane 6 rocket in August 2025. So which is that weather and climate monitoring satellite? It is METOP SGA-1. Next, mention the company that signed a memorandum of understanding with InSpace to collaborate on the development of reusable rocket engine technology. So, which is that company we are talking about? It is Astrofel Aerospace. This is the company that we are talking about. Next is name that country or identify that country that launched the 4th orbital plane satellites of the Geely Future Mobility Constellation or Geely 04 constellation of 11 low Earth orbit satellites using Smart Dragon 3 rocket to enhance the global IoT connectivity. So, identify that country. It is China. Very important, students. And with this launch, the G-Space expanded their Geely 04 GSATCOM IoT constellation from 31 satellites to 41 satellites. Next, mention the Indian naval ship, or you have to name that Indian naval ship that was commissioned on 14th of August as the third in series of 4 survey vessel large ships by GRSE Limited. It is your INS Ikshak. This is the name of that third Indian naval ship. Next, in which state was the state-of-the-art space laboratory named Pasang Wangchuk Sona ISRO Space Laboratory inaugurated in August 2025? It is Arunachal Pradesh. Take a note of this. Next, from where did India successfully test fire the indigenously developed intermediate range blasting missile Agni 5 in August 2025? From where did India successfully test fire it? It was tested from Odisha, ITR Chandipur, Odisha. Then next, name the advanced AI system introduced by NASA in August that will help to understand and forecast the space weather. It is Surya. Very important, students, right? This Surya, it is a groundbreaking open source AI foundation model based on Helio AI that was developed by Impact under the NASA. Impact is your implementation and advanced concept or integracy implementation and advanced concepts team, right? In this Impact team, it is of NASA. Next, mention the name of the country that launched the advanced Jupiter space camera abroad NAOS, that is National Advanced Optical System satellite in August 2025. So mention the name of that country. It is Israel, right? And it was launched using Falcon 9 rocket. Next is identify the correct statement regarding Pixel Space India and Dhruva Space launching the satellites using Falcon 9 rocket in August 2025. Here all these three options are rightly mentioned. So these were your important current affairs, students. Now it's time for the revision part, that is the most important segment of every video. Name the beta version of India's first AI powered translator for tribal languages launched by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs in August. So name the beta version, that is Adi Vani, right? This is an AI powered translator for the tribal languages. This has been developed in collaboration with BITS Pilani, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Naya Raipur, and the Tribal Research Institute. They came together here and developed this Adivani. The tribal languages that it will be supporting in initial phase will be Santali, Bhili, Gondi, right? And Mudari. These languages will be supported here initially. Next, which public sector bank signed a memorandum of understanding with Indian Railways on 1st of September to enhance insurance benefits for railway employees? So, which public sector bank we are talking about? We are talking about State Bank of India, right? Take a note of this. And here accidental coverage will be of 1 CR for railway employees with SBI salary account. Next, on September, the Department of Post, they signed an MOU. This MOU was signed with ESRI India Technologies Private Limited, and it is to use the high resolution imagery and street based maps for the DigiPin portal, right? Directly remember this. Next, identify the organization that became the first in India to receive safety clearance for ground handling operations from DGCA in September. So which is the organization we are talking about? It is your Air India SATS Airport Service Private Limited. With this move, AISATS, it has become the first ground handling company in India to receive the approval. Next, name the initiative launched by the Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority under the Department of Commerce, right, in September to promote India's agri-food export. So what is the name of that initiative we are talking about? That is your Bharti. This is the name of that initiative aimed to promote India's agri-food exports, and it is designed to support over 100 agri-foods and agri-tech startups that will promote innovation and generate new export opportunities for young entrepreneurs. Next, which edition of the Global Sustainability Summit was held from 2nd to 3rd of September in Delhi, organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry ITC Center of Excellence for Sustainable Development? So, which edition of this Global Sustainability Summit was held? This was the 20th edition of the Global Sustainability Summit. Next, identify the mobile application launched by the Union Minister of Textiles, Giriraj Singh, on 2nd September to digitize the cotton procurement under the minimum support price scheme. So, we have discussed this multiple times. It is Kapas Kisan that has been launched here to help the cotton procurement digitally. Next, Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved 1,500 crore rupees incentive scheme under National Critical Mineral Mission for recycling and producing critical minerals for a tenure of how much? For FY 25-26 to FY 2030-31. Right? Take a note of this. Next, which ministry along with the Ministry of Education has launched the guidelines for co-location of Anganwadi centers with schools on 3rd of September? So, which ministry we are talking about? It is the Ministry of Women, Child and Development. Right? The key objective of these guidelines that have been launched here are to facilitate school preparedness and seamless transition from Anganwadi centers to grade 1 in primary schools. Next, identify the private sector bank that partnered with the DPIIT under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry on 4th of September to support the startups in India. So, identify the private sector bank that we are talking about. It is ICICI Bank. Next, India, they developed the first indigenous water-soluble fertilizer technology. This water-soluble, it is a fertilizer technology. This is an initiative led by the Rajiv Chakrabarti, the president of Soluble Fertilizer Industry Association. So, India developed the first indigenous water-soluble fertilizer technology. With this, India will be able to even export the products made here in part of the world. And this new milestone is achieved after 5 years of rigorous research and development. And the commercial production of this technology, it is expected to reach the farmers within the next 2 years. Next, pick out the correct statement regarding the recent visit of Singapore's Prime Minister Lawrence Wong to India. If we look at the options here, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, which organization introduced voluntarily hallmarking for silver jewelry with digital hallmarking unique identification system in September to ensure purity verification and customer protection? So, which organization is it? It is your Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Right, and this HUID mark will be provided to for the purification of the silver, and this will be effective from 1st of September 2025. Next, mention the global agency in which India joined September 2025 to strengthen governance and oversight of artificial intelligence in healthcare. It is Health AI GRN. Correct, and here remember, right, the main aim will be here knowledge sharing, collaboration will be done, and we will be seeing that AI will be promoted and various use cases will be coming up in the healthcare sector because of the research and development and research and innovation that will be taking place here. Next, Union Minister for Electronics and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishnav has inaugurated TDK Corporation's Advanced Technologies Lithium-ion Battery Manufacturing Plant, where in Haryana. Right, this facility was set up with an initial investment of 3,000 crore rupees, and it is under India's electronic manufacturing cluster scheme. The production capacity here of this facility will be almost 2 crore battery packs annually will be established here or developed here or manufactured here. Next is mark the correct statement regarding the 56th GST meeting chaired by Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am in September in Delhi. So mark the correct statement regarding this 56th GST meeting. If we look at the option here, all the three options are rightly mentioned. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the 4th edition of Semicon India that was held in New Delhi. If we look at the options here, for Semicon India, here also all the three options are rightly mentioned. This is the 4th edition of Semicon India. Theme here is building the next semiconductor powerhouse. And here a Vikram 32 microprocessor, that is India's first indigenous 32-bit semiconductor microprocessor chip, was launched. Next, name the campaign launched by Union Minister Manohar Lal Khattar ji, right, who is our Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs in September, to enhance the implementation of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban 2.0. So name the campaign launched by him. It is Agnikar Campaign 2025. This campaign will be running from 4th of September till 31st of October. And here the main aim will be, or it will be launched in basically 2 phases and under this time period only. And the main aim of this phases will be that how can we implement the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban 2.0. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the recent visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Japan from 29th to 30th of August. If we look at the options here, all these 3 options are rightly mentioned. Next, mention the place where 14th edition of exercise Maitri, that is an exercise between Indian Army and Royal Thai Army, took place in September. So this was held in Umroi, Meghalaya. This is the 14th edition of this exercise. Location is Umroi, Meghalaya, where this exercise took place. Next, identify the correct statement regarding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to China from 31st of August to 1st of September. If we look at the options here, option A is right and C is right, B is wrong. B is saying Vietnam was granted the status of SCO dialogue partner by the CHS of SCO member nation. Is it correct? So no, it is not Vietnam that was granted here the status of SCO dialogue partner by the CHS of SCO. What is the country that was granted here? It is Laos People Democratic Republic, not Vietnam. Now option B is also right. Next, mention the name of the joint military exercise held between the armies of India and USA. The location of this exercise is Alaska, USA. So what is the exercise name? It is Yudh Abhyas. Right? This exercise, this is a joint military exercise held between the armies of India and USA in Alaska. Next, and one more thing, this is the 21st edition of this exercise. Moving on, mention the bank on which RBI imposed a monetary penalty of 44.7 lakh rupees in August due to non-compliance with certain statutory and regulatory directions that are issued by RBI. It is Bandhan Bank, right? Take a note of this, and it is 44.7 lakh rupees of penalty that was imposed. Moving on, SBI, they have signed a line of credit agreement worth 100 million euro with France-based agency Francis their development, that is AFD, and it was in Gujarat, and to support India's transition to a low carbon economy and to promote the green financing, that means to finance the green projects. Next, in August, where did Asian Development Bank, that is ADB, they have approved $125 million loan to transform urban infrastructure and strengthen the climate resilience in the state. It is Assam. So, where did ADB approve this $125 million loan to transform the urban structure and strengthen climate resilience in the state? It is Assam state. Right? Next, SEBI, they have introduced a revised framework to monitor intraday trading positions in index options aimed to enhance transparency and strengthen risk management in the derivatives market, which will be coming into effect from 1st of October 2025. Next, Bank of Baroda, they have unveiled Bob Digi Udyam. This is a platform that is a fully digital collateral-free lending scheme that has been designed for whom? So this Bob Digi Udyam has been launched for micro and small enterprise, that is MSEs. And here loans ranging from 10 lakh rupees to 50 lakh rupees will be provided for a period of 1 year. Next, Identify the bank that launched the third edition of the Spurs Week, a landmark initiative from 1st to 5th of September, bringing over 1 lakh employees across 5,868 branches, spanning 40 cities across India under the theme Raise the Bar. So identify the bank. It is Axis Bank, right? And the theme here is Raise the Bar, right? And the aim here is to redefine the customer experience, boost employees' engagement, and amplify the leadership presence across the Axis Bank network. Next, NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, they have increased the UPI transaction limit to 5 lakh rupees only for those categories that align with tax payment. Question asked is identify the category which is not among the enhanced 5 lakh rupees limit. So which is the category? It is jewelry, right? And here for jewelry, or apart from this, the NPCI, they have raised the per transaction limit and aggregate transaction limit to 10 lakh rupees for 12 other categories also, right? Say for example, if we talk for credit card bill payments, the enhanced limit is 5 lakh rupees, right? And cumulative limit for 24 hours is 6 lakh rupees. For travel, it is per transaction limit is 5 lakh rupees, and for 24 hours, it is 10 lakh rupees. For insurance also, it is 5 lakh rupees, and the enhanced for 24 hours, it is 10 lakh rupees. Next, identify the correct statement regarding the announcement of AI-powered products at the 48th Annual General Meeting of Reliance Industries Limited held in Mumbai, Maharashtra. If we look at the options here, all these three options, they are rightly mentioned. Next, Indian origin Ravi Kumar Singesti, the CEO of which organization was featured in the 2025 Times 100 AI list of the world's most influential people in AI, released in August by Time Magazine, a global media brand. It is Cognizant, right? Next, identify the Indian NPO non-profit organization that in August was announced as one of the recipients of the 67th Raman Magsaysay Award, becoming the first Indian organization to receive the prestigious honor. So, identify the India's NPO non-profit organization. It is Educate Girls, right? Next, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has released the 10th edition of the National Institute Ranking Framework, that is NIRF Ranking 2025 in Delhi. Identify the institute which is not in the list of the top 5 in the overall category. Among the following, IIT Kharagpur is not among the top 5 list here, right? IIT Madras, then IISC Bengaluru, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and IIT Kanpur. These are among the top 5 institutes in the overall category. Next is identify the country that appointed P or Funthum Vechiachi as the acting prime minister of the country. So he has been appointed as the acting prime minister of Thailand. Next, who was appointed as the 29th Controller General of Accounts in the Department of Expenditure under the Ministry of Finance by the Government of India in September, succeeding SS Dubey. So, TCA Kalyani has been appointed here as the 29th Controller General of Accounts. Next, in September, who was reappointed as the non-executive chairman of Yes Bank Limited until 13th of May by RBI. So, in September, who was reappointed here? Rama Subramaniam Gandhi. Take a note of this, students. Then next, identify the person elected as the chairman of Association of Mutual Funds in India, that is for AMFI, in September, succeeding Navneet Munot. So identify the person. Sandeep Sikka was elected as the chairman of a Association of Mutual Fund in India, and he will be succeeding Navneet Munot. Moving on, in September, who was re-elected for a third consecutive term as the Prime Minister of Jamaica after succeeding majority in the parliamentary elections. So, Andrew Michael Holness, right? He was appointed here. Next, which system developed by High Energy Materials Research Laboratory of DRDO for Kalvari class submarines of Indian Navy was handed over to Rear Admiral Rupak Barao to strengthen India's underwater warfare capabilities? So which system it is we are talking about? It is your naval flare system. Next, which country topped the medal tally in the 16th Asian Shooting Championship held in August in Kazakhstan? It is India. We are talking about India. Next, who won the 35th edition of the Dutch Grand Prix held in Netherlands in August? So, Oscar Piastri has recently won the 35th edition of the Dutch Grand Prix. Then Oscar Piastri, he drives for McLaren. Next, pick out the incorrect statement regarding the 29th edition of the BWF, that is Badminton World Federation World Championship held in Paris, France. If we look at the options here, which of the following is rightly mentioned? Option A is right, B is right, C is wrong. C is saying that Kim Won-ho and Seo Shang-jae from South Korea won the men's double title of the BWF World Championship 2025. Right? So we are talking about the men's double title. Is it so? They have won it? No. Men's double title was won by Kim Won-ho and Seo Shang-jae from South Korea. Right? They are the winners who won this. Is it so? Yes, option okay. I correct. We think did some wrong. That is C option is correct. A and C are options, right? Because we were talking about the incorrect ones, right? So A is incorrect, B is incorrect, C is rightly mentioned here. Next, which country topped the medal tally of the 2025 Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship held in Ahmedabad, Gujarat? So if we look at the options here, which country topped the medal tally? It is our country that topped the medal tally here. That included and if we talk about this was the 30th edition of the Commonwealth Weightlifting Championship. Next, one more thing, students. As India secured the first position in the medal tally, how many medals were won by India? A total of 40 medals were won by India. 27 gold medal, 10 silver medal and 3 bronze medal.